Most people think that becoming a dentist includes financial success, stability, and a really fulfilling career. But the truth is that I've found many dentists don't live the life that they were promised. Many of us end up burnt out, disillusioned, and wondering if they ever made the right choice in becoming a dentist. So if you're in dentistry, considering dentistry, or even thinking about joining dental school, you need to hear this. I've been in this profession long enough to see the harsh reality behind the promises made to aspiring dentists. And today I'm going to expose the 4 reasons why most dentists never feel fulfilled, even after years in the field. And if you don't recognize these things early on, you might just become another statistic. Successful on paper, but miserable in real life. The first thing I noticed is several of these people don't actually love dentistry. A lot of people go into this field for the wrong reasons. Maybe your parents pushed you into the field like mine did. Maybe they thought it was a safe career. Maybe they just liked the idea of becoming a doctor and didn't want to go through medical school. But the truth is, if you don't love dentistry, the daily grind of this profession will break you down. Dentistry isn't just about cleanings and fillings. It's high stress, it's physically demanding, and it still requires extreme attention to detail. If you don't have a natural passion for this kind of craft, the years ahead will feel like a chore. I've seen so many dentists start out really excited, only to realize that they're forcing themselves to get through each day because their intentions in the beginning weren't pure. So the lesson I took was that if you don't love dentistry, the process of dentistry, helping people, continuously improving your skills and learning, you won't really feel fulfilled in this career. Reason number 2 is that they pursue dentistry for only financial gain. Now, dentistry is marketed as a lucrative career and it attracts a lot of people who are just chasing the paycheck. But here's the problem. If money is your only motivation, you will start to feel like something is missing pretty quickly. You see, I've seen dentists take the shortcuts, push unnecessary treatments, work themselves to exhaustion just to maximize their income. I worked for DSO right out of school. I've seen these people make a lot of money, but they're miserable. They're dreading work, their patient relationships are just weird. It's all transactional. Having these conversations with these people, they question themselves all the time. Get it, financial security is important. I feel like you strip away the deeper rewards of dentistry, like the genuine reward of helping people, building relationships with your patients and your staff, and also taking pride in your work. So I saw a lot of doctors in corporate who focus solely on money. It made the dentistry feel empty. The third thing I noticed is that dentists a lot of the times lack genuine care for their patients. Because dentistry isn't just about teeth, it's more about the people that are connected to the teeth, if that makes sense. These people are often coming to you in pain, they're anxious, and they're literally at their all-time low, very, very vulnerable. So if you don't have a natural desire to help people when they're at their worst, this job's gonna start to feel like you're a tooth mechanic robot. Because patients can tell when their dentist doesn't actually give a shit about them. When you treat them as just another appointment slot, they sense that stuff. And that's when the work starts to feel meaningless. This happened to me in my DSO when I had way too many patients to handle. It's like you're just going through the motions, just trying to finish the day instead of actually making a difference in people's lives. Because I've had patients who have come to me who are absolutely terrified. Bad experience at the dentist, only to walk out and be like, that wasn't so bad. You know that moment of relief on their face? I just treated a 10-year-old girl for a wiggly tooth, terrified of injections, and it was a positive experience that I saw probably changed her outlook on dentistry in general. So if you don't really care about the patients, the job starts to feel lifeless. Because I've noticed the real reward in dentistry comes from knowing that you've helped somebody. You've helped them feel better, relieve them of pain, make them feel more confident. This is the energy that I walk around as a dentist because I know the value that we have and I take pride in this stuff. The fourth thing I notice is that they constantly don't want to strive to learn and improve because this career isn't just something you can coast by with. It's constantly evolving. There's new techniques, there's new materials, there's new ways to level up if you desire. If you don't make an effort to level up, you're just gonna fall behind. Like I knew dental implants was the new wave. It's the best way to help a patient with a missing tooth. So I took CE and I learned that. These are things you have to devote yourselves to. Once you get the degree, you have to learn beyond the basics and still learn after school. People who just took their degree and just hoped that they'd make a ton of money and live a great lifestyle were pretty mistaken. It created a lot of dissatisfaction with their work and their job as a dentist. But I know dentists who are in my group who are excited about the dentistry, who are trying new things. They're in love with the career. It makes them excited. It makes it more fun to go to work because you're learning things. And I think the real key to life is constantly learning things so nothing really gets boring. Point being, if you're not growing, you're falling behind, you're dying, you're the last in line. What I've seen help a lot of dentists in long-term fulfillment was just challenging yourself and learning new things all the time. Just have an inquisitive nature towards this stuff. Because at times, yeah, it's repetitive. You're doing a filling, there's only so many fillings you can do. Try to find new techniques, try new materials and new equipment. Might be a little more exciting. So yeah, this is what I've noticed. I've noticed a lot of dentists around me don't feel fulfilled. They don't love the profession like they thought they would. They chose money instead of the profession. They're not connecting with their patients all the time, and they just don't want to grow that much. But if you're watching this video to this point, you can recognize these traps early on, and you can prevent yourself from falling into these traps if you don't think this person is you. You can still build a very rewarding career filled with a lot of fulfillment, and you can still do things the right way. But that's definitely all I got for y'all today. If you like this material, hit that like button. It helps me so much. Please subscribe if you can. Drop a comment down below. Why not? We are creating a community here and also on skool.com where dental students, pre-dental students, and doctors can learn from each other and empower one another to become the best versions of each other. The link is in the description below. I love you so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Dr. Rana. Take care.